Well, just out of respect for you guys and show, just for once, that the mask has got naught to do with who I fucking am. Somebody said I'd remind them of Anthony Hopkins, that's him. I couldn't remember his name. Now what it is, I still don't know how to turn this thing round. So what I've done, I did a live and I was actually on that long. I flattened my battery. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, just for a second, I'm not being ignorant because I want Sherlock to see it. Here you go. Oh, I'm gonna unplug it. I'll unplug it and I'll do it this way for you. I know it might be the wrong way around though, innit? Well, can you see what time that is, boys? Well, as you can see, this is one of them other bugbears. Just, yeah, wow, I can't even believe it myself. It's 1:45 in the morning, and I'm still here, messing about. Well, you see there, guys, just one moment, please. Right, what it is, guys, this pickup that I've been on about, but what I want to do is, I'm not flashing. Can you see this scar here on my neck? Right. That's that scar there on my neck on the right hand side. Right. I don't know if you can see all the bruising still and marks on my neck. They wait police grabbed me at York. I smashed all my arm in, but I think that's pretty much getting better. Like, still a bit that bruised up and still swollen up a bit, like very sore. And what it was, I had a broken toe on my left foot as well. I keep breaking my toes. I do it all the time. It's with falling forward and stuff. You get that momentum and then you can't stop, and then all of a sudden you can't help it, you just fall over. That scar on my neck, when I told you that I've had a fifth and sixth antecervical discectomy with fixation and fusion. Basically, what that means is, where the fifth and sixth vertebrae have crumbled on one side, the bones crumbled away, and then the fluid between the spinal cord and the nerve and the bone leaks away, and that allows nerve to touch the bone where it's crumbled, and that takes pieces out of the nerve, like you see when you see a picture of a mouse where it's chewed a piece of cheese and there's a piece missing. Well, it's exactly the same. Then what it does, that nerve can heal. It can heal, but it heals like, oh, I don't think you can see it. Like here on my neck, on my arm, you see the scar tissue. When you get a bad scar and it's not healed up as it should, or a stitch comes out and it gets a dodgy bit, that bit still heals up, but it doesn't look as nice no more, does it? You can see where it's all damaged. It's there for everybody to say, oh, what have you done to your arm? And that damage is permanent, that's it, it's scar tissue. So a signal that went down through that is damaged. So that pain you keep for the rest of your life. Well, to do that, they put a cage around the fifth and sixth vertebrae, straighten them up so they're perfectly straight as one, fuse the cage to the bone that is there, which keeps it like the cage and the bone straight, which takes the pressure off the spinal cord. So that actually gets rid of some symptoms, but maybe not at all. It can take, when your arm or whatever's numb and you can't feel it at all, you feel pretty good, because when you look at it, it's a right mess. So you're glad you can't feel it. Now, first signs of that getting better is when that numbness starts to go. And then you start feeling that tingling again. And you think, oh, numbness is going. So you're happy. But now your hand's still smashed to bits. So you're going to feel that pain from that damage. And that's for the rest of your life. Now, when they're doing that, they put your head in an halo. And it's bolted into the side of your head. And they stretch your neck right back like that. And they actually bolt the halo to the operating table, so your head's right back like that. So then where the scar is there, that's where the surgeon actually goes in. And then up and round the vertebrae. And they bolt your table like that, so there ain't no possibility that you're gonna twitch or anything, because they have to go round and bypass other nerves and everything else, main arteries and all such as that. So what they do, they make sure everything's right in right place, and they bolt you to operating table and they fuse everything to bone, and it's actually a 2-hour operation. And while they're doing that, they didn't know at the time they slightly damaged the 4th vertebra and the 7th. So anyway, I wake up, big holes in my head, feel like my head's going to blow up and everything else, and they're telling me everything's all right. I said, what about my back? What about my back? We'll have to get you in for another MRI. I'm saying, you don't need one. I know it's done in. They won't have it again. So I had to go through all the same palaver with threats and everything again. Excuse me, people. I've just had a bath and everything, and I'm a bit dry. That's one advantage, mask. What it is, the mask isn't about identity, it's about character. Nobody wants to look at this 62-year-old geezer staring at him in a pair of Oakleys and an hat that he's had since 2004. But it's famous, that's why I keep it and look after it. Because it's been to Creamfields, it's been to Gatecrasher, it's been to Sunny's, it's been to High Flyers in Leeds. There were a club in Sheffield, and I can't remember the name of it, but I know people that ran it, and I know lads personally. Baxendales. Very handy lad as well, he is. Very handy. Big respect to you. I'm fucking idiot that used to live across road from Sue. When you were knocking her off, you remember? Before I got with her, it was. You were a mate of my brother's. Glenn. Remember him? Glenn. Yeah, Scooby. Yeah, well. Big respect to you, Mr. Baxendale. If anybody can remember the name of that club, can you just put it in comments? It's trashing my head trying to remember. And harder I remember, less chances I'm gonna. Now, as I was saying, the damaged fourth and 7th vertebra's doing it. So they thought they'd done a good job and all that. So I had to chase them and threaten them to get them to do me back. But by then, sciatic nerve had been trapped that long. And it's actually important on how quick it's diagnosed and sorted out. Depends on how permanent the damage is. Well, we're all arguing because it was long before 2009 I started. We're now getting to 2013. And I'm in again to see Mr. Pal at LGI on a pre-op. Well, on a pre-op, you go in and it's 5 hours at LGI. You go in, they weigh you, they check everything, they check your temperature, they check for any signs of any disease whatsoever. Ask everything about your history or that they might not know. Then you'll see another nurse who'll weigh you and everything, and then they do a cardio and check everything on that. Then you go in and you see the surgeon, who in the case of Mr. Pal, told me that he actually wasn't a doctor because I kept calling him doctor, and he said he wasn't a doctor. He was a surgeon. He was a mister. Misters are surgeons that are not doctors. They've just specialised in surgery. So when they operate, they need an anaesthetist, a doctor as well. Whereas a consultant, he's a doctor that has specialised in a particular part of surgery. And he can do everything apart from anaesthetist. Anaesthetist does his own job. He's the master of it all. He knows about the doctoring and the everything technical to keep you under safely. He's the man who can. And I must be honest, it's always the anaesthetist that comes and sees you at your bedside as well and make sure everything's all right with you and that. Then the surgeon will come and he'll say, right, we'll have you down in 10 minutes. And that's the countdown. Wow. I hate hospitals to start with. I told them, first opportunity I were out of there. I'm terrified of hospitals. It's not against the nurses or the doctors or anything, it's just the hospitals. To me, people don't come out. That's why if you're going in with COVID-19, odds are you're not coming out. And it was same with whooping cough, but I still came out twice. Second time was my own fault because I stole a toy of Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. They were clockwork. And Yogi Bear joggled along behind Boo Boo, who was smaller if you remember. Well, that clockwork toy now, if I had that toy now, it would be worth stupid money. My brother collected trains and all carriages and all that lot. I'd all set up, all mounted on boards. He could actually control six trains at once, with all different stations and all mail pickups and everything on them arms that used to go past the thing, and it used to pick the mail up as it went past. Excuse me. I don't know why I seem to be getting right dehydrated just lately, excuse me. And if you notice, people, that's tea. I'm a big tea drinker, and it has to be Tetley's. And you don't put the milk in the cup as well. With tea bag. You scald tea. You put milk in with coffee, because you don't scald coffee or you make it bitter. You'll make it taste bitter. I don't drink a lot of coffee, and if I do... Oh, sorry, excuse me, people. Oh my God. Oh, I've just had to pull my leg right up. Oh. This is trouble I have just to get to my foot. I'm actually in a lot of pain now, just holding my foot. Because them cramps I'm telling you about now, I've just got it right under the ball of my foot. Right in arch, right underneath arch. Wow. Going right up your heel. Oh my God, that is horrible, that. And it affects right side more than left. Now, I've only come on here to say it's late and I'm too excited to sleep. I'm off to see the boys in the morning. And I've noticed that I'm going on. So, I don't know if I'll post this up. But big respect to everybody. And I'll see you in the morning, Sherlock. I'll see you in the morning, Mr. Blackburrow. Mr. Marty Blackburrow, the man himself. He's another one that looks after my channel for me as well. So, is it mods that do that? I don't know. I'm not into all this jargon and that, as Marty will tell you. Live free, and Sherlock. Now, because I'm starting to go on again, boys, big respect to everybody. I've done this in respect of everybody as well. Just for once, I'm thinking of posting this. Just so you know, I'm not bothered about the face. Everybody knows me. Yes, mate, it's Knock. Your mate. And Ocky from Braley. Listen, mate, I'm coming to see thee pretty soon as well. I need to go do a walk round Braley, and I'm going to do Grimy as well. Cudworth, Shafton, Lunwood. I'm going round Old Alfie's round and Long Tom's. And reminiscing on the round just before Alfie Fox got lifed up. That's what the tour's about. It's about where I grew up and areas that I went to on a regular basis. Who lived there, who didn't, how come I knew people in them areas, because in them days you didn't go to the next village unless you'd got a gang with you. And then all that sort of disappeared. Everybody realised it wasn't good to be like that. By then I were already flitted to Havercroft and getting locked up on my first whack of Borstal. So, I'll see you soon, Ocky. Big respect to everybody. I'll see you in the morning, Marty, Sherlock and anybody else that's good. Right, people, as you can clearly see, this is the sign of the crime, and Mario has is melted away to nothing, and I've just zoomed in because you see the van at the end, the pickup. Now you might think, well, what's weird about a pickup? Nothing. It's a very nice pickup. There's nothing wrong with that car going round here either, because she's a local, and I know she's a local. But you see the pickup there? Can you see the man's head in the back? Spy, I spy you. Well, I'm not worried about him. But it's just weird when you go park up on Sunday Street. So, I've got him on film. And I'll go and get his reg on in a minute. But I want to film this here. Scene at crime at Alistair. Mario has gone. But it's going to bring life to the local bird life, and it's in Africa they have seagulls circulating. Oh, I missed it. You see the seagulls coming into the scene and whizzing out as quick as they came in. And what it is, a couple of miles away from me, there's a local tip. And as you can see up there, up behind the flag, I just, oops, it's weird trying to, there you go, people. The Union Jack. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get knack of this zooming, carry on and that. As Live Free and Marty Blackberry will tell you. But what it is, it's that pickup really I've come out to film. I don't know. I think it's a bit weird me when you go park on a random street. And back to Mario. There you can clearly see he's gone. He's melted. He's going to bring on fresh life for local birds round here, and I mean the type that fly. This is a really nice village. Well, it's sort of a mini town. I'll say a mini because it's only small. Now, the first movement of Mario, he was facing the kitchen when I met him. And then later on, I heard a lot of rustling while I was doing a live. So I came out and he was facing this corner. And snow didn't even look like it had been touched. That's what I can't get over. It was still right to edge at bird bath. And then when I came back out next morning, it was facing this way. And this is where he's melted away, look. And there's his badge. Let's just get it on for you. I'm sorry, it was all I could find at the time. But it was pretty cool. And Alistair, he did look like Mario. And all my people say he did as well on comments. Now, as you can clearly see, the man has got in front of his pickup. And I've got him on video. Yeah, isn't it funny how as soon as they realise I'm filming, I can't move because he'll just zoom off. But I can clearly see, and I'm going to go outside my gate and leave the zoom on, so I'm sorry if it's a bit up and down. And, alright mate! There's a Polish lad. And you see the field up top with that slide I've got on? Well, that was covered in snow, and all kids were sledging on it, all local kids. And all this was white over. And over that way, hang on, let me just try and stabilise it. There you can see the sign. Let me see if I can get a better one over. Oh yes, here we go. Oh, it's hard to, there you go. There you go, the local Muay Thai. The local Muay Thai karate club. Well, it's not karate, is it? And the other Muay Thai club is that way, past the Polish shop, and the man trying not to look suspicious in his pickup and looking away. I'm going to take zoom off. Now, I'm not bothered what anybody thinks or says. That is weird. So, as I've said, he knows I've got him on video. And if that's you, the troll, I'm going to show all locals that. That's what I've done it for, mate. If you're still there in a minute, because I can't actually turn this picture around, I don't know how to do it yet. I'm going to go turn it off, and then I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm coming round back here, mate. I'm having your registration on as well. So I'll see you shortly. I'll show you who's a Muppet. Just to show you that it is not odd to see people stood and having a drink and everything outside on the wall outside my house. It's got nothing to do with it. That pickup is dodgy. It's gone. As soon as these boys turned up, it has gone. Now watch. And as you can see, there's the flag, Union Jack, full flight, and there you go, local Muay Thai karate club. No, why do I keep saying karate club? That's because the other one is a karate club that's Oh, just opened. I've just done a video on them. Happy 2021, mate. Big respect to you all. Happy 2021. There you see, boys. And here we go back to the scene of... I can't come past Mario without saying, sorry, mate. I forgot to fetch the bread. I'm going to fetch some bread. But there you go. As I've said, it's not unusual to see a lot of people gathering outside my house. It's a pretty sociable place. And what it is, as soon as them boys turned up, atmosphere in my house changed. Because, as you can see, them boys there, all Polish, they brought the kiddies. You see how they're all having a drink. It's a social gathering. You saw them all put their hand up and say, respect sort of thing, best way they could. And you see kids going up and playing on that grass. Yeah? Not unusual about any of this. Nothing unusual at all. This is what it is like. Live free. This is normal. This is normal outside my house. Now, I don't want to go out because they're all having a laugh and having a drink, as you can see. They're all Polish. And you see the shop that I keep mentioning on the corner, them boys are Polish. The double gates that you can see smack across, that's to the shop on the corner, that's Polish. All them boys, every one of them there, have come here to work. The workers, each and every one of them. The meat there on the way to work, the meat on the way to work, and the meat when they're leaving to go anywhere. When they're going back home and things like that. So I just wanted to point that out. And as you can see, the people are still gathering outside, and there's another friend of mine just arriving, so big respect to him. He's disabled as well, and as you can see, all right, Ken, mate. I'm just going to stop because that's smoke in there, mate. What it is, mate, I'm filming. So, come in, mate. But Dad knows I stopped smoking. And this is my old mate here. And as you saw, he's just come on his mobility vehicle. And he bobs in when he's passing and everything. And he's just past the Polish gathering on the corner. And like I say, this man used to live dark streets from me. Now he's moved on, he's got a bungalow. And now he's as disabled as I am, and he's come here. And he will tell you he knows about all my spinal cord damage. Isn't that right then, Ken?
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to pause this now, folks, because I can't be ignorant. My mate's come to see me, so I'm going to make him a cup of tea and have his usual